Welcome to the world of live music performance software. Today we're going to look at the program Mainstage 3 and specifically the patches function, how to create patches, how to export and import those patches, how to build single layer and multi-layer patches, how to assign them to a MIDI controller, and then how to finally execute those during your live performance to make you really sound and look like a rock star.
So let's get right into it. We're going to work with just the very basics, the beginning steps of creating patches within Mainstage 3. For our purposes, we're going to use just a keyboard, and we're going to use this first selection, the basic keyboard. So go ahead and we'll choose that, and it will open into a classic electric piano patch and an untitled concert. This gold bar, if you notice that, that is our layer that we have right now as a single layer. As we add layers, you'll see that. That corresponds to this first channel strip on the left with the controls that pertain to that layer, such as the volume and the panning and the input equalizer, a lot of different things that are more advanced and we won't get into right now. So what we want to do is, first objective is to create a single sound. It has preloaded this classic electric piano, but let's change that. So we go into our patch settings at the bottom and select instrument. We're going to select an acoustic piano, and let's just select the Steinway Grand. So our workspace changes, our layer changes to the Steinway Grand, and our channel strip also changes to display that Steinway Grand piano. And if we want to try it out, then we just give it a try. We play. It's very, very nice. If we wanted to change that Steinway Grand to a different patch, just select that channel strip and come back over, and we can select our, let's try a Hammond B3 and pull up a classic rock organ. Our layer strip shows classic organ as well as here. So if we try that, so you can hear that we have now changed that successfully back to the classic, to a Hammond B3 organ. So we'll go ahead and click that channel strip. Let's go back to the piano, to the Steinway Grand. If this is what we want for this patch, just a single sound patch, then we keep that patch here, go to the left into our concert, make sure the Steinway Grand is highlighted, and click the gear. The drop down comes up and we save as patch. And since it's Steinway Grand, we've made no changes, then we'll just continue to save the Steinway Grand. And when you click export, it's now saved. If I want to bring that back in, if it weren't a part of the patch set that's pre-programmed, then I would simply use my gear and drop down again and load patch set. And in my patches, you can see there is the Steinway Grand Piano patch. So this is how you create or modify or adjust a single tone. Let's take our Steinway and add a couple of layers to it. To add another instrument, I'm just going to right click on a channel strip, doesn't matter which one, and I'm going to add an instrument channel. So now you can see on my layers the green instrument 1, which also corresponds with its channel strip here. Every additional sound within your overall patch, every sound layer, will have its own channel strip. So when we highlight this layer, we can now select what we want, the tones that we want, the effects that we want for that channel strip. So we'll go back into the selection area at the bottom, or scroll down, This time we're going to look at the synthesizers. And in our secondary menu, we'll select a pad, and then we select the pad type. So let's just scroll down and take a look at, we're going to look at Epic Cloud Formation. We've selected Epic Cloud Formation. Our patch layer now shows that, as well as our channel strip. So let's listen to what this sounds like. It's really kind of bassy with a synth feel to it. It doesn't have a lot of delay on it either. I think I'm going to pick something else for this one. So all I do is I go to my channel strip and select that. And then let's come over here and select Fireflies. This is one I've used before. And we'll leave everything with the settings in the channel strip as it comes in and give it a try. So I like that tone a lot, and I'm thinking of certain songs that I could use that with. The sound needs to come down. So let's pull that down just below the Steinway and try again. That is a tone that really sounds pretty neat, and I could use with several different songs, and I have used this combination in the past with some songs. And it kind of falls off pretty quickly, and in another video we will look at some advanced settings for it. We won't go into that now, but just know that you can change the shape of your tone, the modulation, your timing, as well as your attack and fall off. But now we've created a patch with 2 layers, and let's save that for the future. So we'll go back into our gear setting, and then we save as patch. And I'm going to change that name, change it to, Grand dash for my second layer, Fireflies dash, and I'm going to save it with the keys on the end of it. That way, when I look at my patches, I know exactly what it's for. And then I export it. And as before, I click on the gear and load patch, you can see that my Grand Fireflies patch is right there. And if I import it, there it is. And I can use it in a song. So this has been the basics, the very basics of patches, where they're located, how to create a single patch, how to use the channel strips and the basic features, how to save a patch, and then how to load that patch once again into your concert and use it. Again, thank you for watching. This is your host, Teresa McBain. We'll see you next time.